My name is Craig Steuterman. I've been a member of Mount Pisgah since 1997, and I was obedient because God put a calling on my life. Grew up confirmed in the church, pretty much a checklist Christian until about the age of 37, 38. My family had lived overseas, and I think at that time God was showing me depravity. I traveled all over the world, and when we came back, my wife went through some real health issues. About that time also, I became very active in Bible study. Really realized both career-wise and both biblically a confluence of things. Yes, life was a little bit tough at that time, and I was really have to trust Him. I had the benefit of the Word of God, and also I had the benefit of a career that was very satisfying, a lot of advancement, a lot of success. But the Bible talks about joy. Life brings a lot of happiness, but happiness is temporary, it's fleeting, it's emotional. But the Bible talks about this joy that's everlasting and special. And so I started praying, and literally for 3 years I prayed, and then the phone rang. It was actually a pastor from this church. Long story short, but they invited me to introduce to the missions pastor, who introduced me to a man named Wayne Clark, who said, read this book. And it was the story of Charles Mulligan, the father of the fatherless. Read the book and said, this can't be true. Nobody does this. Nobody makes millions and millions and just says, I'm giving up and care for children. Before that, done a lot of things with the church. We'd gone Katrina Bills, and done Habitat, soup kitchens with my men's group on Friday, a lot of Bible study, but those seemed very transactional. And I prayed, Lord, show me something I can really use my talents and gifts on, and show me this joy. So I went to MCF in Kenya with Wayne and the group, and I was actually down by the river doing my devotion in the morning like I do when I usually get up at the crack of dawn, and the Lord told me, help these people. And that was clear as a bell. I knew it then. It was very, very clear. However, I go back and I walk in the door, and my wife, Kim, says, what's wrong? You're not right. There's a calling here. I said, well, the prayer's been answered. I'm leaving my job. I started the work with MCF, and then 4 years later, took over as executive director. I've been doing that since. So for the last 14 years, I've prayed a lot, served a lot, took a lot of trips there, and it's been absolute joy. And the joy comes from loving like Jesus. When you see the hand of God at work, it is so special. It is so intriguing, and it's totally unexpected.